Hello lovely! In this video we're gonna give you model answers and vocabulary for weather, a recent IELTS Speaking Part 1 topic. I'm Maria.
And my name is Rory, and we're here to help prepare you for IELTS Speaking and have a little bit of fun along the way.
Before we get into the episode, make sure you touch, subscribe, like the like button.
But do not abuse the like button. It is fragile.
Wait, can I say like the like button?
Oh, I know. It could be yeah. You could do anything to the like button.
Smash the like button,
No,
subscribe,
do not
and
smash
share.
anything nice to the like button. Gently touch the like button.
So, weather. Rory, weather. It's not sitting, not mirrors, not even your name, Rory the King. It's weather.
It is, but that's a normal IELTS topic as opposed to talking about sitting. I'm still annoyed about sitting.
What's the grammar focus?
What a transition. What a segue.
Grammar focus.
So today, because we want to be describing the perfect kind of weather, we're focusing on the perfect aspect today when we look back on events from where we currently are.
Perfect aspect.
What?
What's perfect aspect?
That's when you take a retrospective. That is what the perfect aspect is. Do you want to elaborate on it further?
No, perfect aspect is what? Present perfect. It's like I've never been to the North Pole.
Yeah, but that's when you're looking back on your experiences.
Oh, I've been working. I've been sitting here in this nice hat for a while. Ah, okay. All right, cool. What's the weather usually like in your hometown?
Well, it's always been changeable there. We're next to the sea, so that can bring in some strong winds, and that's despite the shelter provided by the hills behind it.
So when we talk about the weather, it's the weather. Can it be plural, Rory? Can I say the weathers? There are weathers.
No, there's only one weather.
Yeah. And the question is like, what's the weather like in your hometown? It's not like, do you like the weather? No. It's what's it like? What's the weather like? It's like, what kind of weather do you have in your hometown, right? A bit hot. Okay. And you said changeable. So changeable, it often like changes.
Yeah, so if something's changeable, then it just means that it changes fairly regularly. But then that's a part of living next to the sea, isn't it? You can get winds that clear the sky and it's very sunny, or they can bring in a lot of cloud and it becomes very dark and rainy quite quickly. So it's changeable.
Then you can talk about strong winds, so like really strong winds, so you can say it's windy, it's cloudy, right? Or you can say we have heat waves. Heat waves is then when it becomes really hot. Yeah, usually in summer, often in Europe, it becomes like plus 40 degrees, really hot, so we have heat waves. What's your favorite kind of weather?
Well, I've always liked sunny weather with scattered clouds for occasional shade. I think that's a nice compromise. Not that we experience much of this in Scotland, of course.
Here, Rory, you said that I've always liked sunny weather. So sun, yeah, it's sunny weather. What are scattered clouds? Scattered.
Well, scattered clouds, well, they're just, the clouds are not together, they're apart. So you can see the sky through them, which is good if there's sun behind them and it's quite a warm day. The opposite to that is overcast. In the same way, you have strong winds, and the opposite to that is light winds.
Yeah, if, for example, you don't have sunny days and the cloud, it's cloudy, you can say the sky is overcast, right? So it's cloudy or the sky is overcast. Ooh. It's getting hotter as we are recording.
Well, I wonder why that could be.
And occasional shade. So if I'm like not in the sun, but I'm in the shade.
Well, not in the direct sunlight, yeah.
Occasional, like sometimes, right? So I prefer occasional shade, not to be in the sun all the time. Do you like the weather in your hometown?
Well, usually, although there have been times when I wished it had a more, Mediterranean climate. Although, come to think of it, if global warming continues, then we're probably in for exactly that.
Climate change. You can talk about climate change. And Rory, what did you say about climate change?
Well, if climate change keeps going, then we're in for more of that, or that's exactly what we're in for. So, if you're in for something, it just means it's going to happen in the future.
And also you can say that we have Mediterranean climate, or what other climates can we have? Like extreme?
I have no idea. Like, the Mediterranean climate, Arctic climate.
Yeah.
I know which one I would prefer.
Do you like hot or dry weather?
Well, I've never been a fan of the extreme heat, like on the African savannah, for example, though I don't feel it much. I always think something milder is better.
The examiner might ask you questions. Do you prefer dry weather? Do you prefer wet weather? So you can say, I've never been a fan of dry weather, so to be a fan of something. Or I've never been a fan of extreme heat. So when it's like boiling hot, right? Boiling like really hot. So I've never been, or I'm not a fan of extreme heat or heat waves. Yeah? Or I hate it when it's boiling hot.
Yes.
What does it mean if I say the word mild? Or it's milder in my hometown than in yours?
Mild is like saying soft. Well, sorry, milder would be softer than what's been mentioned before. So something milder than extreme heat would just be something that's not extreme, that's calm, that's enjoyable.
Yeah, and also you can say I prefer mild climate. So mild weather is when it's not too hot, not too cold. So you can say I prefer mild weather. Mild weather, right?
Mild weather, mild temperatures. You could also say moderate.
Moderate temperatures. So not hot, not cold. What do you do in hot weather?
Well, I think it depends on what I have planned for the day. So if I've been working, then probably it's a good idea just to go home and relax. Although if there's aircon at the gym, then it's probably the best place to head, to be honest with you. So it depends a lot on the context.
An aircon.
That's just short for air conditioning.
Yeah, when it's too hot, we go to some shopping centers where we have air conditioning or an aircon.
Or you just buy aircon.
Yeah, too expensive. Just go to the gym.
Is it expensive to buy air conditioning?
Yeah, but it's like maybe when they fix it, you know, when they install air conditioning in your house, there are all these wires and, you know, different people in your room doing stuff, breaking the window and putting it, you know.
I remember when we had my goodbye party in Moscow, and it was like, it was crazy temperatures. It was like 36 or 38 degrees. And we were walking around the shopping center and we walked past all these air conditioners. And I was thinking, maybe I could just buy an air conditioner for the party. It's only 10,000 rubles or something like that. And I had to be stopped just because it seemed like such a good idea at the time.
Rory chose to have his birthday party on the hottest day ever in
My
the
going
history.
away party was on the hottest day of the year, yes.
Oh, your going away party.
Not my
Yeah,
birthday
I'm
party.
mixing.
That you would mix those up because one of them you attended and one of them you didn't attend. Not that I've been keeping track of your attendance at these events or anything like that.
Because you have so many parties, birthday parties, going away parties, then you go, but you don't go, you stay. And we have another goodbye party.
I stayed because the Russian government decided that they wanted me to stay. That was not my choice.
It's not just the Russian government, it's just we decided that you should stay, but you left.
All Russians decided this.
This episode is about the weather. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Do you prefer hot or cold weather?
Well, like I said, I've always preferred a happy medium, but if I had to choose, then I'd probably say I prefer it be too cold because, well, at least you can warm yourself up.
And what's a happy medium? Medium.
A happy medium is just like talking about something that's, well, moderate or mild. I was running out of ways to describe mild weather.
So a happy medium is, again, not cold, not hot, not dry, not wet. It's something like in between.
It's just in the middle. It's like, I think everybody's like this. It's like, oh yeah, it would be great if it was sunny, but not all the time. So like a happy medium will be okay.
And then the structure, the second conditional and Rory's technique. But if I had to choose between cold or hot, I'd prefer the weather to be cold. You can warm yourself up. So to warm up is a phrasal verb, right? So you can at least warm yourself up, like in a cozy hoodie with bears and sun, Yeah. So you can warm yourself up.
And if you like phrasal verbs, then you can always get our pod course. Go to www.successwithIELTS.com/pod courses. I'm sorry, every time a phrasal verb comes up, I'm contractually obligated to say this.
Do you prefer wet or dry weather?
I like it wet, baby. No. Well, since I've moved back to Scotland, it's less about what my preferences are and more about what I have to put up with. Although I definitely prefer it when the rain is off, that's for sure.
If you really dislike, for example, cold weather, or if you really can't stand, if you like wet weather, for example, you can say, I can't put up with. I can't put up with wet weather. I hate, I can't stand it. Put up with is another phrasal verb.
It is, but I've already shilled for advertising already. So I'll just say it's a nice phrasal verb, meaning you have to tolerate something.
We say the rain is off. Off.
Yes, the rain is off or the rain is on. If it's off, it's not raining. If it's on, it is raining.
So if I could choose the weather, it's much better when the rain is off, so it doesn't rain, right?
Yes.
When you talk about the rain, it's important to say it rains, it sometimes rains, it never rains, or it's rainy, right? So I can't put up with rain, for example. When it's really cold, we say it's freezing cold. When it's really hot, what do we say, Rory?
We can say it's boiling or it's roasting.
It's roasting. Ooh, like you roast meat. Ooh.
Yeah, well, we
like
need
this.
heat to roast it, so...
Rory, could you please comment on super grammar, on gorgeous Rory grammar?
Yes, we already commented on the conditional structure, which contained I for the perfect aspect, but this whole entire episode has been filled with examples of the perfect aspect, right from the very first question when I said, well, it's always been changeable there, so for as long as I can remember, looking back on it, that's been happening. Well, I've always liked sunny weather with scattered clouds for occasional shade, so again, looking back on my experience, this has always been true about me. And then, what else did I have? Well, I've never been a fan of the extreme heat, like on the African savannah, for example. So again, looking back through time, this has never been something that I enjoyed. And then, so if I've been working, then probably it's a good idea just to go home and relax. So I've been working, so from this period in the past up until when I changed my mind, then we can use this aspect as well. So make sure that you have the perfect aspect at some point in your answers to show that you can use grammar flexibly.
Rory did jam all these perfect tenses in his answers, but you don't do this, all right? Maybe 2 or 3 examples of present perfect continuous tenses would be enough. So just we are giving you examples and you choose the nice ones for your answer. So 2-3 examples would be fine.
Shall we try and transfer these structures to different questions?
Right, Rory, let's talk about Godzilla. Have you ever seen any Godzilla films?
I've seen the most recent ones. I haven't seen the older ones because I don't like them that much. I'm not into older films.
Rory, what about stars? Would you like to buy a star?
I've never really thought about it before. But probably if I had the chance and the money.
Mm-hmm. Rory, what do you like? Do you like my hoodie from Kamchatka?
I've always admired your fashion choices.
What about the nails, Rory? Do you like the color?
I can't think of that. No, hold on. I've been going to a manicurist recently and she's taught me a lot about this, so I feel more informed to comment about your nail color now, and I really like it.
Oh, so you see, yeah, depending on the question, you can use or not use present perfect, but again, not in every answer. 1, 2, 3 examples of present perfect continuous would be fine.
Maximum 3. I'm just trying to help you out here by providing a rich environment of perfect tenses and aspects. Well, perfect aspects.
Thank you very much for listening. We hope that the weather is sunny and nice, and if it's rainy, well, okay. Please write in the comments what's your favorite weather. What do you do in hot weather? Which weather do you prefer? Wet, dry, cold, hot, right? And just like us, all right?
And make your answer super perfect with the perfect aspect. Bye.
Super perfect with perfect aspect. Bye.